Hello everyone and welcome in my channel MoreToChess. Today is the second day of Superbet Chess Classic. Yesterday each game was drawn and today we have two decisive games. In this video I am going to analyze the game between the world number 2 Caruana with white and Constantin with black. So Caruana starts with the move e4, now e6, d4, d5, knight to c3, knight to f6 and bishop to g5. And this popular setup is known as the Bern variation of the French defense. Now d takes e4, knight takes e4 and knight b to d7 supporting the f6 knight, knight to f3 and black plays h6 attacking the bishop, bishop takes f6, knight takes f6 and bishop to d3 supporting the e4 knight. And now here it is a very common trap that you cannot take the pawn because of the move bishop b5 check and the queen is gone. So black played knight cross e4, now bishop takes e4 and c5 attacking the center. Here white plays queen to e2. Now taking this pawn in this position is not good because after c takes d4 white simply castles long and white take back this pawn with slightly better position. So black played queen to a5 check, now c3, c takes d4, knight takes d4 and black played bishop to e7. Now here Caruana castles long. As we all know about Caruana that he is known as the machine and he is very popular for his deep and accurate opening preparations. So Caruana prepared this long castle idea, sacrificing this a2 pawn. Here taking this a2 pawn is very bad because after queen cross a2 white will simply give a check. Now bishop d7 is bad because after bishop d7 queen cross b7 attacking the rook. White has advantage here because the black king is in the center. He cannot castle because the d7 bishop is hanging. The two rooks are underdeveloped and white has already involved his three pieces and this rook is ready to develop. So this is already a great advantage for white since his king is already safe and cornered. So instead of bishop d7 the best move is to play king to f8 and then white will simply play rook h to e1 and suddenly we see that all of the white's pieces are developed and very much active in compensation for just an a2 pawn, with black has underdeveloped his two rooks, his uncastled king and his underdeveloped white light squared bishop. So this is very bad for black as it seems. So that's why he played castle here instead of taking the a2 pawn. Now white plays king to b1 since the black king is safe now. So there is no point sacrificing the a2 pawn which weakens the white king. Now rook to d8, bishop c2 with the idea of playing queen to e4 threatening mate on h7. Since there is no knight on f6 defending the h7 square, so black plays bishop to d7 developing his bishop. Now queen to e4 threatening mate into g6, the only move here in this position. Now white plays h4. Caruana is going all out with the idea of h4 h5 and exploiting the weak g6 square, and here black played bishop to a4, desperately wants to exchange the white's light square bishop, but this move allows the move h5. So white plays bishop cross a4, queen cross a4 and h5 attacking the weak g6 pawn and square, and black played g5 closing the position, and here Caruana plays queen takes b7 attacking this e7 bishop. Here Caruana is just playing like a machine as no one goes for the queen side pawn which opens the b file for an attack if you are already attacking the black's king with the move like f4, but he plays it and this is the most accurate and best move. And here black messed up and played the move bishop to c5, which is a mistake which allows white to forcibly exchange the queens since white is a pawn up, so he is better in the endgame. Instead of bishop c5 attacking this knight, the best move here is to play bishop f6 attacking the knight because bishop c5 allows white to exchange the queens with the move queen to c6 attacking this bishop and the knight both. So queen cross c6 is forced. Now knight cross c6 attacking the rook, rook takes, bishop cross f2. Here black take back his pawn but on the cost of rook to d7. White occupies the 7th rank attacking the a7 pawn twice binding this rook. and white has a very active position. So black played f6, preventing knight e5 ideas in the future. Now knight to d8, attacking e6, and it's white who is controlling the position, and he's on the driver's seat, as you can already feel the position. And here black played the move bishop to b6, giving up the e6 pawn in order to activate his rook and also get some counter-attacking chances. Instead of bishop b6, e5 is not a good move, because after e5 white will simply play knight to f7, attacking the h6 pawn, and if you play moves like this, then knight cross e5 and white is simply winning. So bishop b6 is kind of good move. And here white played the move knight to f7, attacking the h6 pawn. Here Caruana did not take the e6 pawn, did not allowing a small counter attack chance for black. Black plays rook to f8, attacking this knight. Here king g7 and king h7 is no good because of the knight cross g5 with the double check, and white is already winning here. So knight cross h6 check comes anyway. Now king to h8, and Caruana simply played king to c2. Now since all the black pieces are tied up, as we can see, Caruana slowly put his king forward, and in this position Constantin resigned the game because there is not much left for black. Players like Caruana slowly enjoy these kinds of position, and at last they just kill the black king off. Yes, so that's it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, and bye.